Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're playing the Hunter Call of the Wild, and I'm going to show you a really cool spot for getting moose, and you can use it at different times for other animals, but I specifically use it for moose, and today we get to see some really big moose. So to start in this video, I want to show you what the area is like, and then at the end, if you stick around, I will show you where exactly this is and how exactly I hunt this. But as you can see, as soon as you start from the house and location, you run into moose right away. As we go through today's video, I'll be giving you lots of tips on how I hunt and how to make things easier. Like right there, I used the map to set a waypoint so that I can tell how far an animal is away. Even though I have the rangefinder, this is great to use before you have a rangefinder, or when you're not using your binoculars, you can see where the animal is and how far away it is to set up your shot prior to taking it here. Alright, while I'm setting up the first shot here, I am using the 50 cal muzzleloader to take down moose. That is my preference. I also have the M1 as my backup rifle in case I would need to use a second shot. When using the muzzleloader, I suggest setting the reload to manual so that it doesn't start that long reload process right away. Alright, you also notice that I'm using a tripod here, and the reason I use that is that will keep down your kill pressure in the area so that it keeps the moose coming back and you don't have to worry about the pressure in the area for them to come back. So let's take a look at this big moose here. Wow, I mean, look at that rack. That is a giant rack there. This happens to be the biggest moose I have shot so far here. We'll bring up the stats so you guys can see that. You see I got a double lung and a heart shot, which caused the deer to drop immediately. And it comes out to a 256, so it's a really nice gold. I'm going to save that and possibly mount that. We'll see how the rest of the hunt goes here. What a beautiful moose that one turns out to be. As you can see, this area, I can just pick up that kill and look around and you can see how many moose there are. Now, I tried to keep from editing this very much. I did speed it up so you guys can see the whole hunt. The whole hunt was about 50 minutes, and you can count all the moose that I got and just see how many big moose I can come across through here. So this is a great spot. Like I said, you can just see I'm just walking around and seeing more groups and more groups, and every group typically has at least one bull in it. They're not always going to be big, but they're typically at least one there. So let's check out the next one here. Alright, time for another tip here. So you'll see I'm going to set up my tripod, and I have the 50 cal zeroed in at 219 yards. So I set up my tripod for 200 yards to make this shot. Pretty easy, and then the moose also do not typically spook. So alright, there we got the shot, and we're going to watch this guy drop pretty quick. Alright, and this thing should go down, and there he goes. So now that we have him spotted, that puts a little mark on the map, and what I'm going to do as I'm looking for other moose here, I'm going to bring up the map, and I'm going to mark where he fell down with a waypoint so that I know where that is, that while I knock down other moose, I can go back and find that easily later. Alright, you'll notice here as I'm going to pick up these and looking for other bulls, the females are starting to come back out, and you can shoot them. I typically don't, but if you do need some XP or money, that's a good way to pick up some extra cash and get yourself leveled up some better. But I'm just looking for bulls here, so let's see if we can find the next one. Alright, we're going to stop here and pick up this one as we're going around. This one turned out to be a bit smaller than I was hoping for, but hey, it still gives us some money, some XP, and it will respawn and hopefully be a bit bigger. So let's move on to the next one. So again, here you're going to notice I spotted the moose, and I'm putting a waypoint on there so that I can move quickly to get through all of these areas before I run out of the drink time for the moose. And it also helps me know that I'm about that 200 yards so that I can set up my tripod and take the shot here. You'll notice here as I went to take the shot, I forgot to reload the muzzleloader. So always try to remember, because of that manual reload, try to remember to reload it, or this could happen to you too. Okay, we got a good shot on this bull. It's a small bull, but we got to get them down so we can get bigger ones to respawn. But you'll also notice here, another one is walking out as that one is falling down. So this spot is just littered with moose all over, and that one is running out to a water zone, and I still get a shot off at that one. So they stick around, they don't run off. I've also had some that I didn't get very well. Like this one will drop pretty quick, but they come back. So if you hit one, don't rush a shot, be patient and wait for them. They will come back, so you can get a second chance at them. As we're moving along here, remember, pick up your tripod as you get down, because you'll need it for your next location, and just keep moving with that tripod, keep moving around here. Again, at the end of the video, I will show you exactly where this is and exactly how I move through it, so you can find these bulls. And here's another one right after just knocking down two. I'm going to have a shot here at a third one once I get close enough. Alright, so this one was not the greatest shot. It turned out, I believe it comes out as a single lung hit. I actually thought I might have had to shoot again, but it does go down here. It just takes a minute. I'm always trying to get double lung because they drop much quicker, but a single lung will drop them anyway and give you your full points. So, alright, there he's down, and got him marked so that I can keep picking up these other ones that are laying around. So let's check out this one. Turned out to be, again, a small one. But we've got to take them down so that we can make room for bigger ones to respawn. And we're going to grab, I believe it's like our fourth one. I lose count here somewhere. And like I said, they're not all giants. I think this is the smallest rack I've ever seen on a moose. But, you know, a kill is a kill, right? Alright, so we're moving right along here, and spotting another one that could be a possible monster bull here. So we're going to see if we can get around him and get a shot lined up for this one. Alright, as I set up the tripod again, I'm at 200 yards here, and you'll notice I'm running. I'm not really worried about making noise. I just go. You don't have to take a lot of precautions. You just get out there and go after these guys. And there we got a great shot off, and that one decides to face plant right into the ice. And here we go, right from shooting a monster bull into another group with another bull standing right there. It may not be a monster, but again, we are just shooting them down, getting XP, getting money, and really rolling through this. So this is, again, a great just location for beginners, for everybody to get monster bulls for moose. So let's move on to the next one here. Here we're coming up on that one that I didn't hit as well as I would have liked. And it turns out I did single lung this one. and it's a silver, so it's not a bad size. You know, just coming out with another moose. While I'm spotting up some of the bulls here and picking out the next one to shoot at, comment below to tell me how big you think the biggest moose of the hunt will be. Give me a trophy size is what we're looking for. So in this location, this is one of the rare ones I'm going to actually have to track a little bit because I couldn't see where he fell down at. So I do actually use the dog to track this one because of going through the brush. Sometimes it's hard to follow that, but the dog makes that really easy. I'm also trying to spot to see if there were some other ones because I know some ran up here into the mountains, but I ended up only seeing a couple of females. This one again turns out to be a bit smaller than I was hoping for, but we just got to keep taking them down so we can get the bigger ones to come out, like I say, over and over. It's just kind of a bit of a grind. If you're looking for diamond or high golds here, it is easy to grind that out here. While we're spotting out the last few bulls that we're going to kill here before the end of the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out. Give me some feedback. I appreciate any feedback so we can make all of my content better for everybody who likes to enjoy and watch these videos. This next shot I'm setting up is a pretty hard shot. It's a straight on. The bull is looking at me, so I'm aiming for the middle of the legs, and kind of lowish is what I shoot for. And it also depends if they're angled at all, but I'm trying to catch the heart. If I'm lucky, sometimes I catch the lung and the heart. But on this one I missed the heart, but I did catch the lung, so that's kind of the give and take you can get there. You're only going to get a single lung most of the time, unless they're angled a little bit better. But so that's kind of a little tip that I use when I'm not getting a broadside shot, to try to make that a bit easier. Alright, here we come up on another nice silver, showing that this area has a ton of bulls, a ton of decent small ones, especially as a beginner. You can work through getting your XPs, getting decent, fun bull, because it's a lot of fun to hunt these guys, and you can grind this area out to get golds and diamonds as well, because they will pop up here. Like we saw, the first one turned out to be a high level gold, and we'll see what else we can find yet. Alright, this one here is the one that we had the harder shot on. It was a straight on shot, so fortunately we did get the lung on this to keep the gold rating. So this one is a nice bull. Not the biggest one I've got, but hey, it's a gold rating, so that's always nice. So there I did skip a little bit because all I did was walk back out, and there was no moose there because we had already shot them all. So we're going back out here to the main section, and you can see here there's groups coming back. There's one that I forgot that was down, so we're going to pick that up, and we got one more here, I believe, to spot, and then we're going to check a couple of more out. Alright, so as I'm getting here ready for this this is the last bull that I shoot in this video. I'm going to tell you guys this video was not planned. Fortunately, the PS5 records the last hour, so I was able to save this so that I could share this, because the bull that I shot that I forgot about and almost missed out on turned out to be a giant moose here, and you'll get to see it here coming up. So in this hunt, I ended up getting 2 of the biggest bulls I've ever gotten. This one, I don't actually show the pickup. It was not quite as big, but here laying down already, you can see another one that's going to be a monster. Alright guys, if you haven't put your comment for the biggest trophy score of the day, put it in, because you're going to see it here coming up. I'm also going to let you hear the live audio of me picking it up in my live response to picking up this bull, because this is the biggest I've ever gotten.
Look at that. That is big.
Woo!
That might be bigger than the one I got already. Oh, it looked like he jumped. It is. Diamond! Woo!
Oh. So
Got my first diamond.
So the bigger the antlers, the higher it'll be. Congrats!
Alright, sorry about the kids in the background noise, but I was very excited to get my first diamond. And if you guys take the tips I did here and take a look at everything I'm going to show you next and follow this, you guys could get your first diamond here as well. Alright guys, here we go. I'm going to show you where we're hunting at and exactly how I hunt this area. So right here there is a house that I spawn at. That is where I start the hunt at 9:30. And right here below this lake you can see all of those drink points. And that's right in that right area there, that big lake, right kind of in the middle of the map to the left and just a little bit up off the middle. And what I do is I will spawn at that house, start right there at 9:30 is when I will sleep till to start my hunt, and just come out right through here. Alright, so you can kind of see there's almost a natural path through here to get out to the lake. Just come out through here, and I really don't worry about noise. I've not ever scared anything off very often, and as you can see here, as you come out right to the left, where's that first monster bull that was a 256 gold. So that's that first drink zone, and you can see here all these drink zones right along the whole bottom of the lake, go all the way down through here, even along the shoreline, and all the way down through here. So this next drink zone right here is where we got the diamond, and this one right there is where we shot the last one that we finished. But if you go around to the right, you can see there's more drink zones down the side, and that's where we went down and forgot about the diamond and had to walk back up to get it. You also notice that my hunting pressure is very minimal. From using the tripod, it removes it so quickly that even my first one that I shot in this hunt, those pressures are already gone. So it's very important to use that tripod so that you can continue to hunt this area. So let's go over to my trophy lodge and take a look at this monster diamond bull. Alright guys, there he is. That is the biggest bull I got. That's the diamond we got today. Thanks very much for joining me on today's hunt. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, comment, let me know what you did like about the video, if there's anything you didn't like you'd like me to change, and please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you're notified every time that I upload. Thanks very much guys.